What's up, YouTube? This is third time 8-Bit Co-op, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. As always, it is a pleasure. I'm back in the saddle after a brief hiatus. We are finally back. Going to start getting back to the normal routine, at least for a little bit, until we get the move going. So, it's been a while. It's been some time since I've finished. Of course, all day, the dog has been quiet. Right when I start recording, the dog wants to make up a bunch of noise. Watch, somebody will come knock on the door, the phone will ring. That's how it always is. That's how it always goes down when you're trying to do a recording session. What is it? Not Newton's Law. Anyways, I can't remember. Anything that can and will go wrong. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, basically. Anyways, so back to the skies. This is a post-apocalyptic MMORPG where it's non-linear. You basically create your character and kind of do what you want to. You can group up with people or you do it on your own. And what I like about this is the way that I already created my character, because character creation is okay. It's a little bit of depth, but this is early access alpha, so there are things wrong with it. But what I like about this is the apocalypse. It wasn't like man-made, it was solar flares. The sun started acting up, and then things went crazy, and the world, it kind of fell apart into this Mad Max-esque type world. So, I already made my character, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the game. I apologize for the noise you hear in the background. There are things going on, things that can't be avoided. Now, I will say the game does look pretty, and it does. The game is pretty deep, as you can see. I see what they're going for, and I appreciate it. They don't really hit on it. Like, I was playing earlier, and I spent a couple of hours playing this, and the game is weird. It's an early access alpha, and things happen. My character, on one time I was playing, he just started dancing and would not stop, and then somebody ran up and, bucked me in the back of my brain piece, and I was mad because I couldn't get my character. No matter what I did, he would not stop dancing. So that was annoying. I don't know if it was a button press or what. But anyways, you can see the depth of this game, and I see what they're going for. And this is kind of interesting. I like how this is set up because it really does give you that MMORPG kind of feel, the RPG-esque element of the game. So you have your character traits. You have your strength, your basic strength. Strength affects fist fighting, cold weapons, heavy weapons, resistance to physical damage, carrying weight, and avoiding injury. Dexterity helps dodging, run, walk speed, light weapons, thief throwing, and durability of items used. Endurance does health stuff, exactly what you would expect it. It also affects your health recover, or your heavy armor and rifles, as well as mining, success rate, and health restore speed. Intelligence affects intelligence stuff, brain stuff. That's why the picture is a brain. It affects your skill points, your passive learning abilities, experience gains, medical skills, and your ability to read magazines and notes, which there are in the game. And this game does have a couple of neat things going for it. I'll get into more of those once we start playing. You have technology. Technology affects weapons. Anything technological, science, mastery. Now, these all have their own little things, and I'll go over those briefly. And then luck is basically every game is luck. Your avoidance, your crit chances, your success rates for various things. And you get down here, and you have... Now, when you level these up, they level this up, but you can individually level up these to specialize in these. So we'll go over these really quick. Fist fighting, melee combat damage. Cold weapons. Cold weapons are basically bladed weapons. Hammers, axes, things like that. Heavy weapons, these are heavy weapons. Machine guns, grenade launchers. I think like two-handed weapons like sledgehammers and stuff like that. You have light weapons. This is revolvers, and I think this is like knives and stuff like that. Screwdrivers. Thief does exactly what you would expect thieving skill to do. Throwing, same thing. You're throwing your ability to successfully throw things at other people when they piss you off. Traveling. Now this is important. Traveling affects your mining success rate and your ability to get things and your health restore speed. Now as you're going into the game, there's nodes lying around the game. Some of them you have to have, I found, basically you want to bump this up to starting to at least 20, because from what I found at the starting area, and this is, starting area, after this little intro area here, you can't do anything until you get this up to 20. I think the lowest node I saw was 20. Heavy armor, it grants you defense while wearing heavy armor. Rifles, affects your rifles and shotgun damage. This is another, I'm going to go rifles, so, so that's going to be important to me. Trade, this is bartering skills for people who like to trade. This is a player-run economy, So you got to take that in mind. This actually is very good to have. Like, you can make weapons and sell it and do all that stuff, which, and once you get later on in the game, it looks like some of the weapons you can make are pretty impressive. Medicine, the treatment of medication and application of band-aids, being able to put on a band-aid successfully and apply the sticky ends to the proper place. You don't want to put the sticky end on the wound itself, because when you go to take it off, it's going to hurt like a beezy. And then you have your community, your orientary. This is talking. You get this. My other character, I bumped this up, and it does actually change the dialogue options. Like, there's, like, because I did a character and then it messed up, so I rolled another character because I couldn't, the dancing guy. So I wrote another character and I went on another server and I bumped this up, and the first options that I got were different from, you know, the one of my first character. So techno weapons. In this game, you can modify weapons and everything. I'll get into that once we get it, but it's actually really cool. This laser weapons is, you know, Tesla coils, all that stuff. Mastery is important for when you want to repair your stuff. This is something else I might put a lot of points in. Science, computer hacking, bonus use of techno weapons. Then you have your luck, hit chance and trees, camouflage, stealth, and traps. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bump some of these up really quick. I want to bump up technology. You gotta put quite a bit of points in these in order for them to be effective. So we're gonna do 6, 6, and 6, I believe. And then the last 2 points, what do I want to put them in? I'll throw them in intelligence. So now you go down here. I want traveling. I'm gonna raise my traveling to 10. I don't want to, you know, and raise my rifle up to 10 as well. And I'll work on mastery next. Alright, there we go. Let me go ahead and now that's done. Now this game does have a cache shop. You can see, I don't know what it is. The game does not full screen in 1920 by 1080 very well at all, and I'm not sure why that is. But we're gonna go ahead and turn the sound up a little bit. I turned it down, and I'm upset. It upset me. I can't hear anything. So, all right. So this is the game. Graphics aren't that bad. They aren't that great, but they aren't that bad. Press E to talk. I like the little wheel here. You can either press the corresponding key, or you can just hover over the wheel. So let's go ahead and talk to.
Top of the morning to you. I can't ever get used to how much you and your brother take after your parents.
I think take after Dad.
Yeah, after him, all right. He also had more of the brawn and the looks. Not so much, why did they need that guy's place anyway?
Now, the reason why this is like this, because my character's intelligence isn't that high, and my oratory is not high either. So he's kind of like, what? And that's why that's like that.
Don't listen to that old man's groaning. Aunt wanted to talk to you about something.
Alright, so you press J to enter the journal. Hit the J button, and there are daily quests, but we'll get into those. But I actually haven't done anything with the daily quests. So, alright, so you wanted to talk to Aunt Marjorie. You need to talk to your Aunt Vivian. However, there is I believe you can get dressed here if you take your clothes, and you press I, and you, no, you double click, and double click. Now this is your inventory skill. Now, my wife's there's crafting, and this is I found it. Okay, so you have your inventory, you have the black market. This is the cash shop basically, and crafting. This is going to become very, 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 very important over time. So, and like I said, this is your basic inventory, and you can. I'm not sure. Can you break items down? Hold on, lover. I gotta ask my wife. She knows things. I don't know. Do you know if you can break stuff down in this game?
No.
Oh, you cannot.
I don't.
Okay, she is not. Okay, so I had to check. Anyway, so this is the world. You got your space bar for jump. Right. You get different abilities. You have the heavy swing, and you have your jabs, and then you have like this kick. Yeah, my character does look kind of funny. I didn't adjust like the body sliders. I mean, like I said, the character creation is pretty good. But oh my, go ahead and take these repair kits. Swipe. Skype, all this stuff. You know, my family. You can take from family. Alright, let's talk to Aunt Vivian. Enough messing around.
My sunshine, there's so much strength and beauty within you. We're so thankful you're with us. Things would have been rough around here without you. You are the joy of our elder years.
Now you can say, I mean, it does. Like I said, early access alpha. The game has problems. but you know, and graphically, it does have issues. They aren't bad, but you can tell they need to be fleshed out. But the game has problems, and you'll see some
Of
of them.
course. I have an important request for you. I haven't heard any news from your brother for over months. I'd like to see him at least once before I die.
What?
Oh, you're so
Dumbass.
beautiful. Unfortunately, we've kind of left you out in the cold when it comes to brains.
Mm.
You really could get a lot of benefit by exploring the world a bit and getting to know people. I've been feeling really unwell lately, but I'm definitely going to hang in there. So, are you going to go find your brother?
See, now this is another thing I like. The game kind of role plays you. My character's not the brightest bulb in the package. So, you know, the options are like, you know, and I think they're making me. I bumped it up to 6. So I think they're making them a little too stupid. But you know,
Well,
work
wonderful.
with what you got.
I'd like to bake you a pie for the road. Can you go and pick up some berries from the garden?
Sure, nothing like road pies to unlock. Okay, so you press the T and you will unlock the cursor. And unlocking the cursor, it starts cursing at you, calling you bad names and everything, discouraging you as you play. You're worthless, you son of a bitch. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick up these wooden boards. Like I said, I played this before, so this is what I was talking about. Okay, you see how it says your skill is too low in traveling? This is exactly what I was talking about. It starts off. I mean, you start off like it bad. It's just really low. But you're gonna go over here. You got these nodes over here, and I'm able to get the stone. Like I said, you craft in this game, and okay, these boxes here. As you're playing, you're gonna run into these boxes. They have stuff in them, and you want to get them whenever you can. See, big box, and they have coins. Now the cogs are the currency in the game. They look like old cogs. I just said that. So I just said that. I'm gonna go and it repeats. The cogs look like cogs, and of course they're cogs, and everything's coggy. Cog. Pick up some clay. Go over here. I feel bad. I mean, she seems like she's on her deathbed, and I'm just raiding her. Punch. Yeah, now I did see somebody playing, and they said on my other game when I was talking to him, he had high melee skill. He's like, yeah, melee gets pretty. It gets pretty legit. Like some of the abilities you can get. Now, granted, I don't know how much of that is true. We're gonna pick up these desert shrooms. You gotta hold the button down to you. Some things you just press E, and then other things you have to like actually use. So, all right. So we got copper. Okay, we got a good bit of stuff from that one. Go ahead and get these boards. I'm getting this stuff because I have prior knowledge to what's going to happen. So I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Spoil. So, but I thought that pig ate that chicken. I was like, what? That's wild. I've never seen that. And he eats the chicken and then we cook him and it's like a turducken. What the hell? Really, people? Turducken? Really? I've never had it, but somebody told me about it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's who's doing this? Who's stuffing chicken inside of ducks inside of why are you doing this? You know, a fat person had to come up with that. It was just too lazy. I want to eat all this at once, but I don't want to cook it all because it takes too long. So we're just gonna stuff it all together and cook it at once. Really, America, people, really? Because that's an American thing. It's got to be an American thing. Fat. Okay, so I'm picking up all this stuff and oh, I double tap. Now press E. Oh, dang, that was a legit piece of wood right there. Now, if you double tap E when you open things, you double tap E, you can open things up and take it. If you hit it more than once, if you hit it more than twice, you'll get locked in the E in the menu. And oh no, I did that and I couldn't figure out why the hell my guy wasn't doing anything. It's because I was locked in that menu and I was like, oh, the game's broken, I can't play it, ruined. And then I realized it was not the game, it was me. I'm done. Okay.
I've already prepared the dough. Did you gather the berries? Oh, wonderful. All right, then I'm gonna make the pie right now. You go talk to your uncle.
Okay, so, Uncle, where are you? Bump. The bump. Hold up. Now, this is a firearm. I think this is the one that fires rocks, I believe. Like, you gotta gather stones, and a lot of people, like, you know, it's not a bad weapon. First starting, I actually favor this one over the weapon that you're gonna get. So if you press the G key, it puts it away. Hey, Uncle Adam.
By the way, last night those good-for-nothing wild dogs broke the fence and almost ate up all the chickens. I'd like to go fix it, but there are some boards in the shed, and I usually keep my repair tools in the hallway. Bring them here, and in the meantime, I'll look for that goddamn gun. If there aren't enough boards, look around and try finding some on the farmland.
Don't worry about enough boards.
That's all we
Listening to
need.
you.
Now let's go fix the fence. Give me the gun. While you're repairing it, I'll make sure you won't be attacked by any dogs.
Alright, so. And, alright, y'all, you know that stuff I grabbed? This is why.
Did you get everything I asked? Great.
Oh, sorry.
That's all we need. Now let's go fix the fence. Give me the gun. While you're repairing it, I'll make sure you won't be attacked by any dogs.
Uh-huh. Okay, if I press the C key, it brings up all my abilities. Like, yeah, I got more points. So, I'm going to go ahead and immediately bump up this to 20. And then I think I'm going to put another point in intelligence because I am not, it does bother me a little bit. So, alright, so we put points in a rifle. Mastery is what? Oh, raise mastery to 10 so I can do my own fixing stuff. And then we're going to, I don't know what I want to do. Dump points in the mess. Alright. You're going to go up there and hold the E button and you'll start to repair the fence. The dogs don't do anything right now.
No. This is a tough thing to do. I better fix all this myself. Here, take the gun and make those dogs regret ever coming to our farm. If you're setting off anyway, you better learn how to use one.
Yay! Huh? I guess it made me less retarded. Alright, so clip the shotgun. And you know what? I'm gonna save the shotgun shells. We're gonna save the shotgun shells. And I'll explain. If you look here real quick, briefly, you have two different types of shotgun shells. This is one of the few. The guns in the game. Some of them use different ammunition. You have like your, factory-made legit shotgun shells, and then you have like some, just wasteland shotgun shells, and they do different things. I mean, the damage on these ones are way superior than these ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and save those, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to take some of these out with the bump. And I mean, it shoots rock. That's allowed. That's serious. So yeah, this part is very. Don't jump over the fence though, because you will get munched. Because I didn't really see how that dog ran up. I'll kill this one, and dogs will just. There'll be several more dogs that will run up. And okay, well, I said all that, and where'd the fence go, dude? Homie. All right. Well, I guess. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the dog meat. Get all this stuff here. And is that it? That it? There's 3. Okay, and alright, so that seems to be mine. Go back here and talk to Uncle Adam.
So, are you gonna get rid of those dogs or what?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Alright then. Your aunt just baked the pie. It's time to move. Keep the gun. Who knows what you might run into.
Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all these dogs, just because, just experience points. Oh snap! Where you at? Really? And it seems like they don't. They just kind of cheese mode because they don't run up through here. How did I miss that? I put the cursor right on his face. Handling dogs. You were handled quite soundly. Now this is where it gets kind of. When you kill a bunch of mobs, they just kind of like stack on each other. And it's hard to tell which ones you can. That's something else I would like to see in a game, like an area loot ability. But yeah, I might be asking a bit too much. And you can explore the area. I strongly suggest that you this is the first little starter area. So there are some things around here to be had that are what was that about? Never seen that. Uh-oh. Ah. Alright. I knew. Yeah. How's my health doing? Not too bad. My aim is doing terrible, though. Alright, so this is free experience points, by the way. I suggest, you know, do this, get a little experience point. It'll help you out. And whoa, what's that over there? Oh, that's, I know what that is. Never mind. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and go back in here. Alright, so now I gotta go talk to Aunt Vivian and see what she wants. Go ahead, keep the gun away and run down here. Game does have day-night cycles, and it has this weird effect where everything is kind of blurry and gray. I don't like that. I do find it highly irritating. I would like it to just be it, because it doesn't look clear. It looks like grainy, and it looks like something's wrong with my graphics card. Which, by the way, my wife's graphics card came in. Her 980, so she's got her 980 back. We just got to put it in. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? See, I lost track of what I was doing. Started gum bumping it and all that other stuff. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this road pie. Oh, F is for flashlight. It turns the flashlight on.
Here you are. It's still hot. There is one road to Kimmery here. My brother, your Uncle Magnus, lives there. We can't give you any money. In this neck of the woods we simply don't have any. I'm sure he could give you some work, though. While you're at it, you'll get a chance to find out about your brother. He's apparently working for Magnus, too.
Thanks, bye. So, you know. So there are some things about this game that are really ambitious, I guess. I like the crafting system. I like what they're doing with that. I like how they're trying to make the game to where it feels like you actually have an impact on what you're doing. But right now, it's really early, and one of the things there are some YouTubers out there right now that I don't think, and they're more famous than I am, but I don't think they understand the concept of early access alpha, because I'm speaking of one in particular, and I'm not going to say his name, but one of his favorite words, or one of his favorite words to use is rubbish. So I'm pretty sure that if you watched him, you'll know what I'm talking about. And he did a demo on this. He's like, this game is rubbish. It's utterly garbage. It's complete rubbish. I don't like it. And I'm like, it's early access alpha. And he's like, this is horribly wrong. This is crap. This is garbage. Look at your character. You can't even do it. And I'm like, it's early access alpha. It's not. It's beyond the proof of concept point, but it's not. You can't. At this stage of the game, you can't properly give a review. It would be. I don't want to say disingenuous. It would be unfair to the game, because of course there's going to be game-breaking bugs because it's in alpha, and then right now they're just getting people on and getting people tested and see how it is. Hey, all right. So, as you know, now I'm in the real, actual world. So we're gonna hit the map, and this is the map. This is where, and right now it looks fairly huge, but we are trying to go to this town over here. So we're gonna strike off to the east. I'll put my gun away. Hold the shift key to run. And so basically, this is what the game is after you get out of there. I'm gonna see if is there anything in this box? Ah, Spike Club and some pantaloons. I wonder if I can talk to this guy is a quest, but I guess I can talk to him.
Traveler, help! I'm wounded.
You got it real bad, player.
Hurry, I'm dying here.
I can either run and help him, or go. I don't give a. Expletive deleted. We're gonna go ahead and help him.
Yeah, not that painful.
You'll be better soon, dog. I'm gonna go. I'm hauling. So, like I said, this game is a MMO, and you will get ganked. People will kill you. So, you know, you can't, especially if people get, it's an early access. You can't get too. How salty really can you get if you get killed in an early access game? I mean, it doesn't affect the game once it launches, and it's gonna happen. People get really salty about that, and I've never understood why. It's like, yeah, it's gonna happen. So, yeah. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and break the episode off right here. My name's Serpentine. I want to thank you guys for joining me in this first episode of Sky. I was going to do a couple episodes of this game, give it a quick review. Well, not a quick review, but give you my initial impressions of the game and let you know. Like I said, this game is I think this game does have promise. You know, it is interesting. There are a lot of concepts of this game that I do like. There's some that are like, they need work. However, if they could do it, they could have a pretty successful game on their hands. So, yeah. My name is Serpentine. Thank you guys for joining me in this episode. I will see you in the next one. Take care.